We do all of the clothing, all of the costumes that that actor wears throughout all of the story, but also all of the background players, like every little thing I want to be in control of the frame. We're telling a story non-verbally through what an actor wears. That's the base of it. The other strings that come into play for harmony are the strings that guide, nurture, elevate, and support the actor through the process of turning from a Lizzie Kaplan into a Virginia Johnson. And through that, the journey is done with, of course, music, of course, images of research, extreme research, but also a kind of therapeutic soft place to land, where my office, the fitting room, is a kind of magical space where it's safe to practice extreme creativity and extreme vulnerability into allowing the leaving of one's body, or the keeping, staying in one's body, but leaving that shell and being replaced with the shell of this character, and believing it, not just putting on clothes. Some actors just want to put on the clothes, and they're like, all right, girl, I got 5 minutes. I got to be at church, so please hurry up. That's happened to me on a Sunday. But ultimately, the costume designer, or what I want to be as a costume designer, is someone that elevates the frame and elevates that actor. And for the most part, that's what happens. I'm told at the end of the job or the next day or on set, I'm the first point that the actor, the first doorway that the actor walks through to experience that second life as a different person, another character. And if they can't believe that they are that person, it's going to show. If the audience looks at that frame and it's the future, and it's a future that they've already seen or can imagine themselves, why would they be interested? My job, my responsibility as a costume designer is to take an idea, collaborate on that idea, be open to the process and the opinions of other people. But collaboration for me is really important, and my opinion is really important, because I think on every occasion, at any moment of that job, I'm really trying to be like P.T. Barnum. I love fucking P.T. Barnum. I want to be, the ringmaster of all these sideshows that you've never seen, and I want to mesmerize you in the way that old film and old TV did back in the day. I want it to be something that you're lost in, and that is my job. Would somebody say that? That thinks, as some producers do, that we are meant to be shoppers, because unfortunately modern times have taken us from each other as human beings. So some people in charge of money, and maybe not, creative people, don't have time to think about what could be. They just have to get to the number. And it's really a hard responsibility, but I find it's my responsibility to coddle them away from the easy answer of the first hurdle you come to. That's the answer. Think further. Close your eyes. Let me take you on a wilder ride that's going to give you so much more bang for your buck, an audience perhaps. How about maybe a political movement? How about fashion being influenced by our show? Or how about an individual who has nothing else but a TV for entertainment, who like someone in my family is now an invalid, and can't get around, the TV is everything. How about we actually take them someplace where they feel like they can move around and get lost in that fantasy, Trust me and know that that's the job I'm going to give you. On paper, it might say costume singular, designer singular, but there's about 200 other metaphors and explanations and synonyms I can give you for what me as a costume designer can give you. And you don't have to pay extra.